Recently, we have reviewed some Bibles and found out how they were made, what's unique about them, and how fantastic they are for study, learning, and sharing. We are going to take another one today, which is, I would say, among all of them, somewhat unique. This one is called the Dake Annotated Reference Bible. Dake Annotated Reference Bible. And is the King James Version. Now, Mr. Dake, it says inside of this here on one of the introductory pages, during the author's 100,000 hours in 42 years of searching the scripture, this all-important fundamental principle, and so forth. That's the number of times that he used for hours and years to search the scripture to get this Bible to work the way it does. I will also read you off of the front here some of the things that are unique about it as far as what's in it before we even get into it itself. So here it says here, as you see me reading this off of this, it says here, 3-column format with text and notes on the same page. Complete concordance that lists every Bible word. 9,000 headings to divide the text. 35,000 commentaries, notes. More than 8,000 outlines for sermons. Literalizing of scripture and definition of key words in Greek and Hebrew. A complete summary at concordance of each book of the Bible and a fact finder. Over 500,000 helpful cross-chain references for study. Now, that is a good idea of the vast amount of things in this Dake Bible. Also, something that's interesting when you're in it, what you will find out as you go through, we will get to that later, but you will notice these symbols that you will see right here. You see those symbols right there? Okay. See? Those symbols are different shapes. And you will find that right along with Scripture. The one on the left that is a star means prophecy. The triangle means promise. The circle means command. And the square means message from God. So they are in the Scripture. For example, when you're reading Scripture, you may find some of those symbols. For example, in Genesis right here, you'll find where I'm pointing. See those symbols in Genesis right there? And that verse in Genesis where I see those symbols is talking about, and God said, let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters. So those are what Dake calls two of the things that are important. One is the circle, which is a command and a message from God. Okay, now, another thing about this that's interesting, like some of the other Bibles, this is more thorough. When you are reading a chapter in the Bible, you'll notice it beginning here with Genesis, it does not only have the text of Genesis in particular, but it has things about what the text means already with other references. And on the left-hand side of the page, there you will see many of those references and what they mean all the way down. And then on the bottom of the page, that will continue. So in the squares, that's the actual text. And then on the side and the bottom are the commentaries on all of those texts. And they give not only definitions of what the text is about, but they give cross references to other texts as well. Before we go any further, we will stop there because this is an introduction to what maybe is one of the most thorough and exhaustive attempts to make the Bible a study Bible, the Dake Annotated Reference Bible.